Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or whenever you may be watching this. We got another training video today, and we did film the same workout one as last week. We'll do something different next week. The rationale here is I wanted you all to see what typical progression would be from week to week. I think that was a little bit confusing for some people, so we wanted to jump back into it. So again, this is my, I guess you'd call it a pull slash posterior chain day. Which also gets a little quad work on the deadlifts. It's really a full kind of posterior chain day. So last week we did 6 sets of 5 reps with 300 pounds on Pendlay rows. It was pretty easy. So what we did this week is we moved to 315. Now what I'm doing, this is the 3rd set here, and the idea is, we take each rep to, each set is between 3 and 5 reps. We don't go to a failure. We stop when it's about an RPE 8, sometimes a 9. And then we continue on until we're able to get 6 sets, or not necessarily 6 sets, but 30 total dead stop reps. Each workout I focus on a primary exercise, and for this it's Pendlay rows. So here I think we are on the 5th set at 315 pounds. Again, this is a little bit atypical because that was a large jump, 300 to 315. Usually it's going to be 5 to 10 pounds a week. Now after this set, the thought process is that was pretty hard. It didn't look too bad watching it, but I'm not going to do a 6th set. It was a little too challenging, and we need to wait till next week to get to our 30 reps. And the reason here is because if you're in doing these mastery type workouts and many sets, you really have to be careful with your intensity, or you will just blast your recovery, and you're just not going to be able to recover. So we moved on the deadlifts. Last week we got 4 sets of 3. So this week we thought, well, if it feels good, let's try 5 sets of 3. Very similar. If I'm able to make it to 5 sets of 3 reps, then next week I would move up 5 or 10 pounds. So as you can see on here, set 2, yes, I do use straps. I admit it. I use straps. I usually throw on a belt if I'm up at the 500-pound mark. In the 400s, I don't use a belt. Usually for deficits, I don't use a belt. So here we're on the 2nd set. The 1st set was pretty easy. This one did feel a little bit harder. So as you can tell, with this type of heavy pulling, and heavy's relative, this is not heavy compared to some of the other people on YouTube. But the way this works is you sort of constantly oscillate between adding weight and adjusting volume. So it's like the Pendlay rows. You add volume, you have a weight like 300 pounds, you add volume, add volume, add volume until you get to a certain point, then you add weight, pull back volume. Add volume, add volume, add volume, add weight, pull back volume. You obviously can't keep adding both, or we'd all be doing 50 sets of 50 with 5,000 pound deadlifts. So here we are, and again, you have to be very careful with recovery. You really do. So we're at the 4th set here on deadlifts. That last set was actually felt a little bit tougher than last week, probably from going up in weight with the Pendlay rows. So here we go. We're going to pump out. We ended up getting 3 reps here, and I think I probably could have gotten another set. Actually, I know I could. And here's the difference. If I said I'm going to get all jacked up and pumped up and scream and yell and go nuts, I probably could have gotten 5, 6. I think probably even 7 sets of 3 with that weight on a 500-pound deadlift. But it absolutely would have crushed recovery. It probably would have put me back a full week or 2 if I would have done that. Instead, I was well recovered. The next day I did a very good sort of push workout, which we'll film next week. And then 2 days later, you get a nice sort of lower body workout, squat workout. And my recovery is optimized. I'm not lagging. I'm not tired. I don't feel crappy. And that's what you really have to be like with this type of training. If you're accustomed to going in and just going nuts on an exercise, you will not last long doing high volume in the form of low reps and a high amount of sets. It'll absolutely crush your recovery, and you really won't make a lot of progress. So I have been doing a lot of chin-ups recently. I've really enjoyed doing chin-ups. Doing pull-ups are starting to hurt my elbow a little bit. I was getting really good at a standard pull-up. So I have switched over to chin-ups, and I think we knocked out 5 sets, I believe, with chin-ups. So really enjoy doing these. So this is it. Talk about minimalist training. We do 3 exercises. Now, full disclosure, to start this workout, I do often do a ham glute raise if I'm in a gym, or hyperextensions, 4 sets. It's really a warm-up, but it does hit my hamstrings. So I guess really that's 4 exercises. So that's it. Next, you're going to see a post-workout meal. It's all vegan, baby, but I'm not a vegan. Next week, we'll have a new workout. Appreciate everyone's support, and more to come. Thanks, everybody. See you soon. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me fix this. All right. Hopefully you all enjoyed today's workout. Now I'm going to show you what we do for the post-workout meal. I just can't get this thing right. All right, you ready? This is what we got. We're going to start off plant head real meal. Now, I take hardly any supplements. I mean, literally nothing. This, I like it though. I like it. No, I'm not vegan. I'm not a vegan. But super healthy. Love this stuff. Love it. Love it. Great meal replacement. Then I do 1 scoop of plant head vegan protein. 1 scoop. All right, here we go. What do we got next? Tropical blend fruits. Put this bad boy in here. 1 cup. Blueberries. 1/2 cup. Organic cold milled flaxseed. 1 tablespoon. Now, is this a healthy meal or what? Is this healthy or what? Look at this. Look, if you want to do this forever, you can't eat like a bonehead. I eat a lot of meat, but this is how I eat a lot. Ooh, spinach. Let's just get this in here. Not a lot of room. No, sir, but ooh, I love it. I gotta get that spinach in there. Get it in there. Now that, look at this. That is a post-workout meal. So, I'm gonna get this all spun up. Let me tell you what that ends up being here. 555 calories. This is my first meal of the day. It is Sunday. Can you see it's 3:53 in the afternoon? First meal of the day. 505 calories, 10 grams of fat, 67 grams of carbohydrates, 26 of them fiber, and 50 grams of protein on the nose. So I'm going to get this all worked up here and have the meal.